I think that's a really beautiful but also a little bit stressful part, because when you present your art, it's almost like being naked. And very often I have the experience that people at first, they are too shy or don't want to talk, or are scared that if you ask them what do you feel about this painting or what do you think about it, that they have to answer it like it's some kind of an exam or a test. And then I try to relax them and just ask like what is going on. There is no right or wrong, but it's beautiful when it captures the viewer. And very often then the big conversation starts, and sometimes they say, yeah, you know, this catches me because I have some topic in my life, or some problem or some decision I have to do, and this painting reminds me of it. And this is where the transformation starts for me, and where the conversation starts as well. And at the beginning, this was not always the case, because I had a lot of art that wasn't moving. And this changed because I gathered experience, and I knew what was the value when I create art. And this is for sure for the people that view it and watch it. And the goal is to lift my voice and show my voice in painting, and help people to raise their voices, to motivate them, to help them to release some pressure they have in them, to push them, or that they can get some kind of relief by watching art. I think surprised is the wrong word, but it's always funny or really interesting to see how people react to my art, because it changes a lot. And the reason why I paint, or what this painting means for me, does not mean to have the same resonance for the viewer. So this is what I like about that. There is some common sense, some great similarities between most people, but some interpret it completely different. And I think an interpretation could never be wrong, because an interpretation is just an observation of how you perceive life, and your own reality is actually, for you, it's more truth than the real reality, since nobody knows what the real reality is actually, what the world is objectively looking. And this is why sometimes I'm a little bit surprised, but I'm always interested, because art shows you how you interpret the world, how you see the world, which values you have, what do you think about the world, what do you think about yourself. So when you talk about a painting, or you talk about an artist, or you think about what he might have thought when he did this work, you reveal much more about yourself and find much more out about yourself than about the artist, because in the end it's an interpretation, and interpretations are never right or wrong, and interpretations can change over time. My goal is that they get further in life. I mean, this is like an endless story, but everybody has his goals, or should have some. I think everybody processes and have some ideas how to get bigger or how to grow yourself. You know, it's either about starting your own career in any specialty, or finding a new job, or finding a perfect relationship, or starting a family or whatever, or traveling the world. And my goal with the art is to light a spark and to motivate people to live their own life. It was like the same with my background story, so I did study something completely different. But when I did art the first time, this spark was enlightened. There was a small fire inside of me, and it just got bigger and bigger, and I could never imagine stopping. And this is possible if you just keep persistently doing on what you love. And it won't work out in a few weeks. You will have a lot of drawbacks, but with every drawback you learn something from yourself. And this is the main reason why I do art, because this is my life goal, and it's moving when people buy my art, or they see my art and they say this painting changed something inside my mind and helped me grow. So this is what I really hope for, that everybody can get as much grow as possible from my paintings. I think change is a great topic because the only constant we have is change. Everything changes and everything flows, and it's never the same. When I stand up today and have a coffee and have breakfast, I'm another person than I was yesterday because I had more experiences, and you evolve. And the same goes inside with the cells of your body. They divide, they regenerate, some of them die, and you're not only physically, you are a new person every second, but also mentally, and maybe also in a holistic approach that you change like all the time. And of course the art changes too. With every experience I get, I have new different views on my own paintings and on paintings of others and on life general. So, but this, I think this goes for all in life, that it's changing. And of course, the bigger the event or the scenario, the bigger the impact. So when this painting is exhibited here, it is a bigger milestone for me than another exhibitions I had. So of course this changed, and it helped me grow. I think this is something totally different from art fairs, and there is so much you can do with art. And I think, in my opinion, there is art for the sake of art itself, and then there's the art market. And in terms of the art itself, it's just beautiful how many people can be moved here, and there are like people all over the world and get to know my art. And this is another step in my career. And so the next big event is in Paris, and after that in December it will be the Art Miami, where I will get to know a lot of people, and this will help me grow, spread the art and my mission more. So I think this is one of the exhibitions where you learn so much, and this is from every exhibition I have. It's another step you make, and you get better and better and more specific in what you do, because you get to know yourself. And I think it's even more interesting in cultural terms how people here in Barcelona react different than people in New York, for example, or like people in Munich. And this is also interesting to see how culture influences the like how you look at art, or what do you think about art. And it's always moving to get to know people all over the world. With other artists you get to know, or viewers that you get in contact with, and it builds up a connection, and it helps me to understand why this is really important, what I do, and how I can inspire the people.